Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ante, and welcome to the Alpha Talk Podcast, episode 54. Yes, we are on episode 54. I hope you guys are feeling wonderful and you're feeling great. If you did not see my post that I made on Instagram talking about my whole process of moving and everything like that, trying to get settled in and anything like that, but this will be my last podcast episode. And my first apartment moving to Austin. So that's pretty exciting. And your boy's birthday is coming up next week. So I'm feeling even more better. But in today's episode, man, we're going to go ahead and get straight to the point, man. No messing around, no doing all this and that. So basically, in this episode, I want to discuss with you guys on dealing with stress and what's holding you back. And honestly, I'm going to start off by talking about what's like issue with holding yourself back from living the life that you want and continue living the life that you continue to want to living. And I feel like a lot of people will say to themselves that what's holding you back could possibly be a situation between your friends, or it could be in your situation dealing with maybe like a family member or your current situation. But a lot of us, the things that are holding us back is mainly our past. And for instance, for me, I'm a type person who loves dealing with and sitting all day just in my head, dwelling on the past and trying to figure out like how can I fix the past and how can I do this and how can I like weigh out my options. But at the same time, it's like we can't really sit there and worry about the past too much. The past isn't going to get us to where we got to get to. It's only like the present or the future. But the more and more you pay attention to the present life that you live in, is it's good. Nobody wants to sit there and like be like, oh, well, I'm gonna call such and such because they did this to me in the past and I want to fix it. But it's over with and done with. Like, you can't fix anything that happened yesterday. So, the only thing that you can do is do better than what you did yesterday. Like, if you know you were being lazy or not doing what you needed to do yesterday, then make sure today that you do it peacefully and respectfully. Like, there's no other way to basically put it. And a lot of us like to try to blame other excuses and try to blame our friends or we'll try to blame like ourselves, but at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, a lot of us think about the past. A lot of us like to think about stuff that happened a long time ago or maybe 2 days ago. And it's just not really good for your mindset, honestly, if you have like these top tier goals that nobody knows or they're like goals for you that you want to complete. And I feel like the more and more you sit back and dwell in the past, this isn't going to get you anywhere. Like and the more and more I think about it, it's just like having like mental push-ups. Like the more and more you're able, you know, how you do a normal push-up, but just imagine your brain or just imagine like your ability to open up and just become something like a lot of things happen for a reason. It might not be the way that you want it to happen, but it could be anything. It could be a situation to where it's like you probably have to like downgrade for a minute and then who knows what's going to happen, but everybody's story is completely different. And the more and more you think about something that happened yesterday or a year ago, it isn't going to help you out. That's why I say mental push-ups is the way to go. Like, I know you can say it any way, other way you want to, but I call it mental push-ups due to the fact of like, you literally have to sit there and tell yourself to keep your head straight and do what you got to do because a lot of us, the older we get, the more and more adulting and seriousness we know we have to handle and bullshitting and just not take care of things or hanging out with the old crowd. Or it could be your friends. Like I said, it could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be anything that you feel like is like holding you back from like dealing with yourself. Like there's a lot of reasons on what's holding a lot of people back from living the life that they want or living the how should I say, the fairy tale life that they want, but you can live that fairy tale life. It's just you have to move accordingly. And I think, like I said in my last podcast, what I learned being 25 is like, it's just you learn a lot more stuff the older you get. You know what I mean? I guess it's because you just start learning things that you never thought you'll experience before in life. So it's like trying new things or going outside more or doing anything like that to just make yourself feel more confident in yourself to go pursue your dreams. Like maybe if you have to redo it again over and over again. And I mean, maybe that's just you teaching yourself like, okay, bet I did it this many times and this I now I know for sure like I did it that this many times And now I know for sure that like now if I'm gonna try it again, I know which way to go. Like there's no other way. I've already did all those ways. Now it's just time for me to either be out the crowd for a minute and duck down and just be that low key guy for a minute or a low key girl forever. I mean, for a minute and then just do what you gotta do. And nobody needs to know your business. Like, who cares? Like, who cares if you go off the map for a minute? Who cares if you don't post for a minute? Who cares if you fuck up like 20 fucking times? Who cares? But just know now on the road to success or the road that you're making yourself, the roadmap that you have for yourself now it means that you just have to go straight. Like you already went left, you already went right. Now it's just time for you to just go straight, go as straight as possible. Like you already know your options, you already weighed them out. Like now it's just time for seriousness. Like we're already in the year 2022, so it's like, man, now it's time to like get some serious shit done, like handle your business. That means for me, for you, for your nephew, your nieces, your uncles, your kids, whoever, like it's just time for everybody to like buckle down. But I want everybody to remember, whoever's listening to this episode, mental push-ups, man. Just call it mental push-ups, but you can call it whatever you want, but I call it mental push-ups. It's just something that it's a reminder for me that I'm not gonna sit here and be negative on myself. I'm not gonna sit here and beat myself up and like tell myself like, oh, you can't do it or you can't do it. Everybody's self-conscious is the fucking like it always beats them up. It's the fucking bully of us. Like we'll sit there and dwell in our brain all day and not handle shit. But it's just like that's not the way to go, bro. Like as long as you keep yourself positive, you wake up and you're like thanking yourself for anything that's another issue that a lot of us have a that a lot of people don't want to admit to. A lot of people don't want to admit to having um not a lot how should I say, a lot of people don't have the time or the patience to understand or what they appreciate. And I have a big experience on that and it's just something that isn't really good for the soul, period. Like you gotta be thankful for the things that you have and like you just can't take things for granted and a lot of people it takes people time to realize certain things. It takes people time to, get off of a habit or anything like that. It takes people time to, change up their life. But, sooner or later you have to understand like the time has to be between like such and such. You gotta you gotta start giving yourself deadlines. You gotta start letting yourself know like this is my cutoff time. This is where I'm gonna handle this. It can't be no like well, I'll just get back to it tomorrow or next week. Like now, things just have to be like on point, like straight on point. Like from now on, things have to be on point. Like it doesn't matter what you do, but things just have to be on point. If you need to start reading more, taking notes, or if you need to start maybe working more hours at work so you can have the money to do what you got to do to move on, or whatever it is that you have to do. Um, all I'm gonna say for the people who's listening out there is that like sooner or later there's gonna become a time where you're more important than whatever else object or anything that's happening in this world. So as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're not like sitting here going to be stressing yourself out because stress is a big doubt. It's a big doubtful thing. Also, like stress is not. It's always. It's the saying is you're not supposed to worry. You're supposed to let God do all the worrying. But obviously, that's a lot harder than what they say. So, I mean, worrying is not good for you, man. And a lot of us like to stress. I stress really, really hard. But I think this whole entire process, if you don't know, if you did not see my post on Instagram, or anything on Facebook, I made a post that said, I'm in the process of moving. But through this whole entire process, I haven't really been stressing. I've been feeling really good. I've been feeling confident. I've been feeling like the man himself is turning into a beast. But, that's just how things have to float, man. And I think just living a positive life, man. Not letting people turn you down. I mean, not letting people ruin your mood, man. Not letting people get in your brain because at the end of the day, there's a lot of us who let it can be coworkers, dog. Like I've experienced it plenty of times. Like your coworkers or your friends or anything like that will literally get in your head, bro, and piss you off and ruin your day. But it's just like who cares? Like, who cares? At the end of the day, it's just like you're only gonna see this person for however many hours you work at work with that person, and then you're gonna end eventually forget about it. So it's like that person's the least amount of time that you have to be worried about. So who cares? Who cares? Like, if people are gonna sit there and piss you off or talk about you, dog, just move on. The saying is, when you're broke, they don't want to mess with you. when you're like in the middle, like getting there, they think you're some type of like conspiracy theory person, or your money's fake or anything like that. But then when you actually get up there, they all want to congratulate you and shake your hand and hang out with you and try to spend all your money and stuff. But it's just like, nah, you wasn't there when we were all struggling and when we were trying to make it from the bottom to the top. Like you wasn't there. So don't try to shake my hand or anything like that to be cool with me, because people don't know your story. People don't know what you're going through. People don't know like what you're striving to get your money for. Nobody knows like what you're trying so hard to get to. Nobody knows your fucking goals unless you tell them your goals. So keep your goals to yourself. Nobody needs to know what's going on in your life besides you. Maybe like your closest friend or your stepbrother, but even at that, keep your shit to yourself. Like that's all, man. That's it. Like no, everybody needs to understand that, and that's the most important thing you're going through. Like somebody can steal your idea from you. I mean, maybe they might not, but you don't know. But you don't know. You're gonna meet a new guy. Maybe one day you might go out too much and get some drinks or something, or whoever it is you are, and you just spill out two emotions. You start letting people know all your feelings and letting people like know all your business. Not saying that's not bad to like experience your feelings, but not everybody wants to know what's, like people have their own issues. People have their own business, man, and people don't really give a F about what people gotta say. Like some people just don't, man. It's just you can't let other people and let other objects in this world stress you out. Just keep yourself positive. And honestly, I found this new concept of keeping myself less stressed. Honestly, it's just like I'm very big on procrastination. So if you're big on procrastination, what I'm about to say is perfectly fits you. So it's just like handling the situation immediately instead of waiting like 2, 4, 3, 5, 6 days later on to handle the situation. It's just like as long as I handle it now, I'm not gonna have to worry about shit. So it's just like and I think, yeah, like I said, just handling it now and like not waiting to the last minute to handle things, man, comes in a long way. Like it's some very good shit to handle your things on point. But man, I wasn't really trying to make this episode a very, very long episode due to the fact that I have stuff that needs to be done. It was supposed to just be a very quick one, but yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have for episode 54, guys. So I hope whoever's watching, make sure you like, share. If you listen on YouTube, man, make sure you like and subscribe. Um, this episode was a really juicy one, and it's a little short one, but it's a lot of information. So I appreciate everybody that commented in the comment section. Shout out to my boy James. Shout out to Leslie. And shout out to my boy Austin Miller. I think I know who that is. I might have met him on 6th Street sometime. Who knows? But I appreciate all you guys. Also, for people who don't know, yes, I am a YouTuber now. You can call me a YouTuber now. And I appreciate everybody who shows the support on my YouTube channel, man. Thank you. But if you want to go watch any of my vlogs, I will leave the link in the description in the YouTube video and on the live video. So make sure you guys go check that out. It's your boy Onte, and I'll see you guys in a totally different place. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Nobody knows. Maybe a few people know. But yes, we'll see you guys in a whole different place. I think you guys will like it. I'm going to like it. And peace. See you guys in the next one.